Yeah, I wish somebody would have prepared me for the dating world after my divorce.
What's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today's just some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. Now, like always, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is pretty insane. Basically, we have this woman over here who ended up divorcing her husband and can't have kids anymore.
If you're in your mid-30s, you know that said divorce directly played into your ability to have children. And do you need me as badly as I need you? Or have you somehow miraculously figured it all out? And either way, I want to hear from you. The hardest part of my divorce, and I don't know if this is the case for other people, but for me, the hardest part is feeling like I am perpetually in an alternate timeline. And it feels like that because I never pictured a future or a reality where I wasn't going to be with my ex-husband and the community and family that we had. And I just find myself like over and over experiencing these moments of like, just, it's not supposed to be this way. But like, I feel like I'm in the wrong timeline.
Now, you can definitely tell by the way she is speaking, she's the one that pulled the trigger on the divorce. And now she's just utterly living in regret. And the reason she's saying she can't have kids anymore is because she's not willing to have kids outside of marriage. And yeah, I mean, if you're divorced at 30, what are the chances of you getting married again when you're 35, 6, 7? So yeah, she's watching all of her friends happily married and having kids while she's just going through a divorce and can't see this as an option for the next couple years.
So, would you date a girl who has an OnlyFans?
Hell nah.
Why not?
I mean, date a girl, or like you mean because you could do all the type of stuff with a girl. You don't
I mean, date, like, this is your girlfriend.
like this is the one I'm introducing my mama. Hell no, you crazy?
But why not?
Hell no, I can't take a girl with OnlyFans to my mama crib.
Yeah, these OnlyFans women are gonna stay single the rest of their lives. They still don't realize that they are their man's reputation. A man wants to bring home a woman he can proudly show to his family and friends. But if he can't show you off proudly, he's not gonna cuff you up. Like, what?
And the few men that I've dated, they were so undecisive. And the games they fucking play, seriously, man, you're in your late 40s, almost 50, don't fuck around. Like, seriously, don't play games. It's getting so fucking annoying. I'm so tired of this shit. I would have expected it to be easier as I got older. Men, stop fucking around with women, okay? Be honest, because you know what? TikTok, you're getting fucking older too, you know?
Sorry, but it seems like she's blaming men for simply being men. Men will take up the opportunity if you give it to them so easily. There's not a single man out there that wouldn't. So stop blaming men for their age and what their choices are, and blame yourself and take some accountability for giving yourself up so easily.
I was struggling to bring my TV, fit it into my car. It was in a big box. It's a 55-inch. It could barely fit into this car. I'm sitting out here struggling to get this in my car. No one is trying to help me.
You see, there's a reason for that. Decades ago, you wouldn't have needed help. The men would have done it for you. The thing is, the world has changed. It's just too dangerous. There are cameras out here. People are filming things with duplicitous intent. You don't know when you're going to be the next viral sensation.
To be honest, to add on to her point, other than just the fact that people are always recording everything, this is what she wanted. This is feminism. Aren't you guys independent women? Aren't you guys just as capable as men? Or do you want the best of both worlds and still want men to be chivalrous while you could still be a feminist?
So I just got through having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were discussing what do we miss most about being in a committed relationship. And we both agreed that it was that emotional connection. Now, of course, we miss the sex, of course. But when you have that emotional connection with somebody, the sex is so much greater. So when I'm talking about emotional connection, it is, it's things like laying on the couch with each other's heads on our chest, or just sitting there talking, or even just staring at each other, not saying a word, and it's not awkward. But just that touch, that feeling of somebody next to you,
Now you can definitely tell by the way this woman is speaking, she is completely ran through and she just misses the emotional connection she used to have with her ex or previous other. She just realized that chasing her urges and desires doesn't lead to anything good. And she is much happier staying with one person who actually values her for who she is, rather than just looks at her for a good one night stand.
I was going on dates with a man, and nice guy, good guy, treated me well. But once I realized that he was not my husband, because I'm only looking for husband energy at the moment, I ended things with him and I sent him a text because like it wasn't that serious, you know, I didn't feel like I needed to do it in person. Anyway, so I sent him a text, told him that I didn't see it going any further, and he agreed. He said that he didn't think that he could make me happy. And while I appreciate that, it was a very kind response, he didn't even try. He didn't even try and say that he like wanted to change, that he wanted to like whatever. Like, I can be manipulated. I will listen to you. But you didn't even try.
Yeah, no, if you're not gonna show a man you want him or respect him, a man is gonna go to where he is respected. He's not gonna try proving himself to you. If you are showing you are uninterested, why should a man even try to figure out why that is the case? He got his answer, he's gonna move on, and he's going to find the next best person who's not gonna play these silly mind games. The way she is saying she's easily manipulated can just show that she is not wifey material.
I was like, no, I've never had a boyfriend. She was like, how old are you? I said 27. She's like, and you've never had a boyfriend? And I like never really cared. I've never been on even like 2 dates with the same person. Like even guys I've talked to or like hooked up with, they'll slowly stop talking to me and then I find out they have a girlfriend or they get into a new relationship like a week later. It's not even like I'm being selective with who I'm picking and like turning people away. It's just like people aren't coming up to me and I don't understand.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, but this just comes down to how selective she is with who she's talking to. If you're giving yourself up so easily without even knowing if you're in a relationship, if there's gonna be any future with this guy, that's completely your fault. Women should only be communicating with men they actually see a future with, and if you want to run the streets for a little while and waste your age and your youth, you're gonna have to suffer the consequences of that, which might mean you're gonna miss out on the opportunity to actually meet someone you might love.
Has he asked you to marry him?
No, this conversation was, he brought up marriage.
So let me stop. How long you guys been together?
We were together for 2 years.
And he's never asked you to marry him in 2 years?
No.
Get out of there. What you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay. First of all, all these kids, and you talking about stuff that ain't even on the table yet. If he's not said, hey, Alabama, I sure would love to marry you. And in 2 years, he does know where K Jewelry is. He knows what Gore Jewelry, he knows where to not, he knows where to go. Then he knows, and he's 40 years old. And he got 2 kids.
Well, he's 43 now.
I don't give a shit. He's too damn old to be doing this. 6 months. No.
Got you.
Deal breaker, boom, bye, delete.
No, he's actually saying it's probably an unpopular opinion, but I do agree with him. Women need to stop messing around with men if they don't see a future with them. If this guy isn't gonna promise you a future and he's just wasting your age and your time, go to where you are respected. If getting married is one of your goals as a woman, then don't be talking to someone who's gonna take 4, 5, 6 years in order to do that. You don't have that much time to waste.
Yeah, I wish somebody would have prepared me for the dating world after my divorce. I had no idea that so many grown-ass men still like to play petty games. Like, seriously, I am 100% content by myself. I am very capable of making myself happy and providing for myself. I am busy. I don't have time for games. I am trying my best to be successful in my job. I'm trying to build a home for me and my kids.
Yeah, once again, we have another woman here blaming men for just being simply men. Men are gonna take up the opportunity of messing around with you if you give them that opportunity. She is saying that, oh, they're just playing silly games. No, they're just being men. Did you really think after divorce, all of these men that were hitting on you on Instagram, that were swiping up to your stories, were guys who wanted to marry you? Were you really fooled by that? No, these men just simply wanted a quick good time, and they knew they can get it from you, and that's all.
A Texas man named Tyler, he has been found guilty guilty of basically insider trading by the SEC. He has to owe them a whole bunch of money. Well, the reason why is because Tyler had been listening in on his wife's Emily's business phone calls, and she happens to worked in mergers and acquisitions for BP, British Petroleum. He made a trade right before an acquisition that he knew about coming because of her job, and he, made over $1.7 million on that single trade, which was an insider trade. He very stupidly told his wife, Emily, about it. Emily, who works in mergers and acquisitions and didn't want to be known as the lawyer with a husband who will insider trade, turned him in to BP. So she lost both her job, and now he is either going to go to prison if he can't fork over the money to the SEC, or he just owes the SEC a load of money, all the money plus more that he made off of this insider trade. So they're now filed for divorce. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, talk about the dumbest decisions ever. This man honestly made a bag and decided to share his bag with his wife. However, his wife decided to choose her career over her own husband. Probably the dumbest choice ever. Now she lost her husband, all of that money, and including her job. And now she just has to live with that regret and understand that she fumbled her entire life. And to be honest, it's completely this man's fault for trying to share the money he made with his wife, because some women are clearly not deserving of it. But that does wrap it up for you guys. So much for watching. If you guys want more content just like this, please click the links you guys see at the top of the screen. It does help my channel a lot. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.